Hey, it's Richard again. In this video, I'm going to go over health, fitness, and wellness. This can be one of my lengthier videos and a culmination of different topics I wrapped up all in one. There's a link in the description below for a worksheet that goes along with the back portion of this video. If you would please pause this now and download it so you can have it for later. It's meant to be printed out as a two-sided document and has a free workout on the back. Alright, let's go. So some general questions for everyone. How long and how often do you work out? What do you do when you work out? How hard do you work out? What's the heart rate when you work out? Do you log your workouts, the time and the effort you put into them? If you don't log these or track your progress and the effort you made, how do you know if you're getting any benefit from the exercises you're performing? Seems reasonable, right? Fitness and exercise is probably one of the most important things you can do for your health. In the short term, exercise helps control your appetite, boost your mood, increase your endorphins, and improve your sleep. In the long term, it reduces the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, dementia, depression, and many types of cancers. Fitness encompasses the principles of strength, speed, endurance, power, balance, mobility, and agility. You want to move and work out in multiple directions and planes of motion. Use different lifting tempos will help aid the various types of muscle fibers and energy systems in your body. Increasing your effort, have a higher RPE or rate perceived exertion. Can you carry on a conversation with anybody? Is your breathing labored when you speak? Do you wear a heart rate monitor to maintain your heart rate at a certain level? And being sore the next day doesn't always necessitate a good workout. If you're sore from damaging your muscle, then DOMS or delayed onset muscle soreness isn't always a good thing. Too much DOMS and your muscles won't effectively recover enough, and you're at a greater potential for injury. What do you do right now? Improve your posture. As everybody's sitting up a little bit straighter right now, right? What does posture have to do with anything? Misalignment of the spine will affect your soft tissues, your vertebral discs, your ligaments, your tendons, your muscles, and your nerves, creating pain and potentially affecting the central nervous system. Now, back pain is one of the single leading causes of disability. 1/2 of Americans have back pain every year. 80% of the population will experience back pain at some point in their life. Back pain is the third most common reason people go to the doctor behind skin disorders and osteoarthritis and joint problems. Worldwide disability caused by back pain has increased 54% between 1990 and 2015. Lower back pain costs Americans $50 billion in healthcare spending costs. Adding in lost wages and decreased productivity, that figure can easily increase to over $100 billion. I'll put the description below from the American Chiropractic Association. Smoking impairs blood flow, decreases the oxygen and nutrients to your spinal tissues. Maintaining a healthy weight keeps the load at a manageable level for your soft tissues to keep up with. Imagine your soft tissue, your disc, your bones, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, and your nerves like they're suspension of your car. The more you load your car with people and weight, the harder your suspension has to work to maintain a smooth ride. Eventually, your suspension is going to give out, and you're going to start to go over speed bumps and bottom out your car, hitting small potholes. The same goes for your back health and the tissues up and down your spine. Core strength is imperative. Anti-rotational movements help, like the paddle-off press, farmer's carries, and waiter's carries. The planks, front plank, right side plank, left side plank, and a hip bridge can all help the strength of your core. The body was made to be active, not sedentary. Not to say don't relax from time to time, but you shouldn't spend most of your day sitting or lying down. Being too sedentary will put your spine in an unnatural state and increase the likelihood for back pain. Thoroughly warming up before any exercise or physical activity to decrease your chances of injury will help with the dynamic warm-up, and it will increase your mobility and reduce your risk of injury. Maintaining a healthy back means strengthening the muscles around the trunk and pelvis as well as increasing the range of motion and mobility of the joints. Extended periods of sitting increase pelvic tilt due to tightening the hip flexors and put the spine in a natural position. Posture and core strength will greatly increase your back health. How often do you do core work? How often do you do yoga? Are you slumping at your desk and have an unnatural spine curvature? Maybe you need to sit on a physio ball or inflated disc to help keep your core engaged while you're sitting for long periods of time. There's a multitude of misinformation and pseudoscience on social media and the internet, and people trying to sell you their gimmick diets, detoxes, or cleanses. The pseudoscience has run rampant for years, and it preys on people's hope for a quick fix, so you don't have to put on the work and watching your caloric intake or increasing your activity level. Some of these fad diets are potentially harmful for the lack of nutrition and fiber the body needs to sustain itself for normal physiological function. I'm not saying all fad diets are bad, but if you're a vegetarian and that's your lifestyle, but then you lack the benefits of meat and will have to supplement to make up for it. Same goes for carnivores and keto people out there. The lack of essential fiber and vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables is something else that your body needs to support itself. All the fad diets, detoxes, and cleanses are doing the same thing by creating a caloric deficit. They cut out entire food groups, limit your meal frequency, and sometimes just cut out food altogether. The skinny teas, detox teas, cleanses, and all the rest of those other gimmicks are harmful because most of them have laxatives and diuretics that give you the appearance of losing weight, but all you're doing is just going to the bathroom more often and shriveling yourself up like a raisin. When coupled with increased caffeine, your heart rate is elevated and you're using potentially more calories in your body for your adjusted heart rate. You can just get a normal tea or coffee and do the same thing without spending the extra money on a gimmick item. You'll just feel worse later that you were scammed out of your money. Some of the other fitness fads that really need to die, these will do potentially more harm than good, whether it's to your health or to your bank account. Waist trainers don't give you a six-pack, they compress your organs, decrease the use of your abdominal and core muscles, and dehydrate your skin of your midsection. They give you the appearance that something is working, but your body has a way of balancing out itself, and the affected area is going to get rehydrated ASAP. Plus, the extra sweat in the areas leaves the smell not so nice at times. A TENS or a stem does not help your muscles get stronger or give you large biceps or a ripped stomach. It does have a therapeutic use when rehabbing for an injury or trying to flush out metabolites. A sauna suit is not going to help you shed off the pounds for the rest of your water weight. All it is going to do is just dehydrate yourself. You're depleting your body of essential water and salts it's going to need, and it's going to try to get them back as soon as it can. The cryo chamber may help your DOMs on the short end, but it will decrease the body's effectiveness to repair itself. It stunts your muscle growth, so the trade-off is DOMs or gains. Which do you prefer? Full sculpting doesn't freeze your fat. This would denote necrotic tissue inside of you. Ever heard of frostbite? Fat burners increase your heart rate and elevate your body's core temperature. If you're in a poor state of health and not working out regularly, then this has a potential and hazardous danger option that could lead to heart irregularities. And guys, if you feel like you have low T, then go see a doctor. A test booster is not going to help make those gains. At best, it has a placebo effect and is working because it's the same thing that you could be taking a sugar pill from a creatively labeled bottle. Alright, now get that paper out I asked you to download at the beginning. It's time for you to follow along. So creating a solid plan of attack for your health is crucial for setting yourself up for success. But if you don't know what you want, then how are you going to know to make a plan to get there? Do you know your target heart rate or RPE to have an effective workout? Do you know how much you're supposed to be eating based on your body and how much activity you do? Do you have a plan when you go to the gym? For now to the end of the video, we're going to go through this. So we'll go through some SMART goals, finding your target heart rate, find your BMR and daily caloric needs, and make a workout plan you can stay consistent with. So identifying a goal will give you focus and drive. You'll put more effort in all aspects of your life to accomplish this goal. S, small. After identifying your main goal, you should create a smaller goal to give yourself a milestone along the way. Small victories lead to big things. M, measurable. Quantify your goal. Make sure you're taking chunks out of your measurement of success. If you can't see yourself getting closer, then you'll be discouraged and less likely to put effort into reaching your goal. A. Attainable. Make sure you can achieve your small successes. Don't make your goal too hard and don't make it too easy. You have to put in the work or you won't be able to get there. R. Realistic. Make sure your goal isn't too lofty. Take a step back, come to terms with yourself to see if that goal is appropriate. T. First one. Timescale appropriate. Give your goal a time frame. Make your smaller milestones shorter. Show improvements along the way. And last T. Trackable. If you don't log it, then it didn't happen. Keep accountability of what you do and the steps you take to get there. Have your information to look back on. Those notes will let you see if it has or hasn't been working for you. Alright, so now I want you to go and work out your own goals. Some life goals and some health and fitness goals. So what are some life goals that you want? A new car? A better job? Finish school? A memorable vacation? Yeah, we all need that, right? And what are some health goals you want? Lose weight? Run faster? Lower your cholesterol? Pause this video and work on your own goals now. I'll be right here when you get back. Your target heart rate is a great identifier to see if you're working hard enough. If your heart isn't elevated high enough, then you aren't getting the benefits out of your workout. And that means you're using a lot of your energy to get nothing out of the time you're spending in the gym. Eventually, you get discouraged and wonder why you're not losing weight and potentially think something's wrong. Then you'll play the blame game and some other issues might come out and you point the fingers that you're not losing weight. And that means the pseudoscientists are going to come out of the woodwork and bestow upon you the idea fairy that they have all the answers. When they're just blowing smoke up your ass and leading you away from making yourself less accountable for your actions. Alright, we're going to get on the heart rate activity. So on the sheet below the SMART goals is where it says physical fitness and activity to find out your heart rate for vigorous activity. So granted, this is only for healthy populations with no underlying issues or medical conditions. If you're not used to this high of a heart rate, you can always change the modifier from 0.70 and 0.85 to a lower value. This is also known as a Carbone method, and if you want to learn more about it, look it up on the Googles. Alright, just get out your phone and bring up the calculator app. Next, write down your age in years and subtract it from 220. That is the maximum value for the heart rate for your age. Next, your resting heart rate should be taken in the morning when you first get up. But for the purposes of this activity, just relax quietly and count a heartbeat for 60 seconds. You can set the 1 minute timer on your phone, so pause the video and count your beats in minutes, count your beats in a minute, and write down the value. Alright, next, I want you to take your resting heart rate and subtract it from your maximum heart rate. Write down the value, and that is your heart rate reserve. Next, take your heart rate reserve and multiply it by 0.70. Take that value and add it to your resting heart rate. The value is your 70% for your target heart rate zone. Do the same thing for 85%. Alright, write those two values down, and that's your target heart rate zone. Your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, is the largest contributor to your total daily energy expenditure. The next largest metabolic factor is your NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and that comes from your daily movements. Walking your car, to the office, getting out of bed, tapping your foot on the floor, chewing gum. Thermic effect of food is next, and is the energy needed to digest and metabolize your food. Protein has the highest amount at 15 to 35%, followed by carbs at 5 to 10%, and fat at 0 to 3%. Lastly, exercise activity is the smallest contributor to your total daily energy expenditure. You can modify what you put into your body a lot more and move around by creating a caloric deficit. Okay, now we're going to have a calorie tracking activity below. Having an idea how many calories your body needs is a good place to start. That goes with losing weight as well as gaining weight. So let's find out your BMR and your daily caloric needs. Alright, at the bottom of that front page under calorie tracking is where we'll start the next activity. On your phone, bring up the Googles and type in Harris-Benedict equation. Harris space Benedict space EQUATION. On the second or third link down, it should be manytools.org/handy/BMR-calculator. Click on that and scroll until you find a place to input some of your metrics. On the drop-down menu for the measuring system, select imperial for feet, inches, and pounds. Next, put your height in feet and inches. Put your last known or current weight. How old are you in years? And your birth gender. Lastly, for the purposes of this video, we're going to use a 1.3 identifying activity modifier. Depending on your goal, you can always go back and make the adjustment for a larger or smaller value. Hit calculate. There'll be two numbers generated, your BMR and your daily caloric needs. Your BMR is just what your body needs to survive for normal function to occur, if you're laid up on the bed or couch chilling out. Your daily caloric needs are what your body needs from a normal work day. So somewhere in between being lazy and a couch bum for a normal day at the office and hopping and popping, this is what you need to go and eat to sustain yourself without gaining or losing weight. I'll let you know how much you need to eat. You'll need to go and track it and see what you need to put into your body. I suggest using an app called MyFitnessPal. It's free. It has a huge food library and has an area to track your weight as well as monitor your progress. So you want to weigh yourself in the morning. You're mildly dehydrated, you're fasted, you're wearing the same type of clothing, and you're going to be the smallest for the entire day. So log your weight. So track your daily calories using the app as well. If you notice you lost weight, then kudos. Stay at your current activity level and daily calories. If you don't lose weight, then you'll have to start consuming less and or doing more to get the pounds off. Gradually, you're going to have to modify your activity level and be in a caloric deficit. Your body doesn't like huge changes in your habits. Progressively, you're going to have to increase your exercise intensity and duration of your workouts. Progressively decrease your calorie intake and don't starve yourself. You're more likely to gorge out the hungry you are later. So create a plan, what to eat, when, and how much to work out, and have a fallback plan for a snack just in case something comes up and you'll have an impromptu meeting or have to go with the chances of adhering to your goal and setting yourself up for success. So, I hope you liked all the rest of those activities. So the main takeaway, if you're not consistently working out at a vigorous intensity, then a gimmick or fitness device or a fat diet isn't going to help you. If you're not keeping track of your food and maintaining a higher activity level, you're not creating a caloric deficit to lose weight. If you don't have a plan or a goal to work toward, then how do you know what direction you need to take to get there? Eat like you respect yourself, train like an athlete, and sleep like a baby. So appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then smash that like button. Subscribe for more content like this. I put videos out regularly. Have a great day. See you next time.